Hello there and welcome back to Retro Gamer Diaries. Today we are talking Zorgons Revenge. What is Zorgons Revenge? Well, it's an old 1983 8-bit action game released on the Oric-1 and also on the Oric Atmos. Zorgons Revenge is a sequel to Xenon 1 and well worth a revisit. The game was programmed by John Sinclair. He'd done quite a lot of Oric-1 games, and it was then published by IJK Software Limited. The game cost about £8.50, which doesn't seem a lot, but it was a lot for back then. I was 14 years old when my mum and dad bought me this game with the Oric-1 on Christmas 1983. Me and my dad spent many hours trying to beat Zorgons Revenge. That bloomin' bird. So what's the game plot about? Well, after the defeat in the previous game, the Zorgons have now kidnapped Roz, the Xenon princess. She's been held in their castle and it's up to the player to rescue her. To do so, the player has to search and locate 4 magic stones that can be found in different corners of the Zorgon Empire. They are necessary to build a bridge over the endless chasm that surrounds the castle. The game consists of 4 missions. For each completed mission, the player retrieves one of the magic stones. What I liked about the game is that the missions could be played in any order, and the missions are as follows. Now we're on that bloomin' bird mission, which is a platform level consisting of 3 levels of platforms. The player has to reach the highest platform by catching hold of a bird, while at the same time avoiding getting hit by stones that rain from the sky. The Quadnog mission is a platform level where the creature known as the Quadnog spits venom that the player has to jump over. When close enough, the player has to destroy it by reflecting its white venom. After that, he has to avoid a number of laser beams, retrieve the stone, and then meet another Quadnog before getting the stone. The spider mission's a platform level where the player first has to catch a rope to get across a pit, then avoid a spider, then take a left and hit a switch to get the stone. At the same time, a monster is released that player has to avoid. There's also a flying creature that drops stones on the player. I like the space mission. It's a shoot 'em up level where the player has to shoot down a number of aliens. The player moves his spacecraft up and down along the left side of the screen while the enemies advance towards him from the right. After a number of aliens have been shot down, he has to defeat a freighter to get the stone. When all missions have been completed, the player uses a crane to put the magic stones into the right place and thereby bridging the chasm. The player can then enter the castle and save the princess. It is slightly difficult to rate Zorgons Revenge. It's a 40-year-old 8-bit game after all. I can only really rate this game based on my experience as that 14-year-old boy where I played this game for hours and hours with my dad, and for that I'll always be slightly biased towards this game. I found the levels quite varied. One moment I'm in a spaceship, shooting enemies in the style of Defender, and then I'm in the platform levels, trying to catch that blooming bird. I like this variation. I also like the fact that you could play any of the 4-stone levels in any particular order you wanted. One slight criticism is that the final level was slightly hard, and I tended not to have a lot of levels to spare, and it would be very frustrating if I lost the game at this stage. So how would I rate the game? Well, for pure childhood experience, I will give this game 7 out of 10. One of the better Oric-1 games that was only really beaten by the prequel Xenon 1. So there you go folks, that's my short review of the Oric-1's Zorgons Revenge. If you liked this video then please like it, or leave a comment, or even better, if you subscribe to my channel. And if you do then I will leave you a comment because you are obviously a very smart and beautiful person just like me. See you later, bye bye.